Good evening, Willinger's Wedge and Hunt Club. I'm Sean Burgundy, and here's what's going on in your world tonight. Tell you what, first thing you may have noticed is I got a new mustache this week. I don't know what happened when I threw the other one off the last week, came back a week later, never found it. So we had to get a new one. You know, it's just a piece of paper. I actually used a colored pencil. I thought it was brown when I first looked at it. Turns out it's orchid. So, you notice the mustache is a little different shade. I don't know. I think it still looks great. I actually got a new haircut as well. At first I was a little nervous, thinking maybe that I'm losing a little of my burgundy swagger, but Mr. Amundsen tells me that I'm still as handsome as ever and always looking good. So anyway, let's get on here with the power rankings. Listen carefully though, everybody, because there's a part in these power rankings where I'm going to tell a big, huge, white lie. Alright, so listen up. Coming in at number 10, well, actually, a little surprise here. Since Phil damn near got 3 digits in week 9 and Steven's been looking pretty good lately, we had to have a new biggest loser. And I figured, why not Eric Pedersen? Woody's number 10. How does that make you feel, Woody? Coming in at number 9 is the West Coast Cockfighters. $10 bet between the West Coast Cockfighters and Woody on who's going to have a better record in the season. We'll just call that the Toilet Bowl. I tell you what, I had a two-part strategy going into the auction this year. The first part of the strategy was to get Adrian Peterson, watch him score a lot of points. Second part was to figure out the rest later. Did part 1, part number 2 is light years away. Tell you what, this team looks like a Troy Aikman neuroscience project right now. Coming in at number 7/8, let's go ahead and get Steven and Phil out of the way. I mean, I know they both had good weeks, but let's face it, Steven did it with Nick Foles breaking the NFL scoring touchdown throwing record in 3 quarters, and then T.Y. Hilton getting 32 points in a 6-minute span. And then Phil did it with a bunch of Sour Patch rejects like LeGarrette Blount, Lamar Miller, Pierre Garcon, and the Panthers defense having great games. So neither of them are actually really any good, but they've had some decent weeks. Steven was calling me on Monday saying,
"Hey, yeah, Sean, I still got a great chance to make the playoffs, to be honest with you."
Give it up, Bean Ranger. Your team is 4-14. Start filling out your March Madness bracket, all right? Coming in at number 6, we have got Skeet. Having a lot of QB issues here he's been complaining about. Tell you what, we need to start a bad quarterback support group in this league. I mean, it could be me and Skeet and Woody. He's been having some tough luck with RG3 lately. Actually, I think better yet, Skeet, you can just give me a call. We can forget about Woody, and me and you can just go to a strip club, and you can spend like $400,000 of your Monopoly money and give me a big super lap dance or something like that. Forget about Woody. Coming in at number 5 is Bite My Fat Ass Bob Tummelson. Well, maybe his prediction about Eddie Lacy being the best running back in the whole damn history of the league is coming true. 21 points in week 9. Of course, Aaron Rodgers going down probably makes a big difference in how much the Packers are going to run the ball. I would tell you more about Rodgers' injury, but to be honest with you, I don't have a clue because I don't read the newspaper. I don't go on the internet and look at ESPN.com's news, and I don't watch SportsCenter. I don't have a damn clue what I'm talking about on here, yet all you guys still... Sorry, Allie. All you guys still would prefer for me to do the power rankings because none of you have the balls to do it. So that's just what you're going to get is absolutely awful analysis. I mean, there is absolutely no knowledge or research behind anything that I'm saying. It's like a Troy Aikman news article, for God's sake. Coming in at number 4 is the lucky one, Jeremy Miller. Mainly just putting him ahead of Bob and Skeet just because unlike those two, he's not a cocky, talentless asshole. And don't any of you guys point fingers at me when I mention the words cocky, talentless asshole. All right? Let's see here. Where are we at? Coming in at number 3 is Al Gill. Al is freaking 11-6-1 now. This is ridiculous. I mean, Tom Brady got like 30-some points with Peyton Manning on by. Mike James, the ex-Timberwolves point guard, now is apparently on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing a running back, got 19 points. Tell you what, I'm glad that guy finally found a sport he could play at a professional level. Then Andre Johnson goes and gets 39 points in the first half. Tell you what, 39 points is more than my receivers have combined on the whole freaking season. I mean, that might even be true. I mean, you can look it up. Ask Woody. Go figure out your stats. I don't know if the Cockfighters receivers have 39 points this season. But let me tell you, Mr. Amundsen, where are you here? He's gone. He's down here. Let me tell you, Mr. Amundsen, I may laugh at Al a lot, but I really do respect the way he's turned this team around this year. Coming in number 2 is the dead horse. Well, unfortunately, a couple of losses in Week 9 with Frank Gore and Reggie Bush on bye. Also, 0 points out of Jordan Cameron, the best tight end since the first Kellen Winslow. I mean, Joel was having so much trouble in Week 9, he was running Sean Green in his lineup, who apparently now is on the Tennessee Titans. Who knew? Hell, he's the new Lendell White, I guess. Wait till he gets running along the sideline for one of those minute-and-a-half-long touchdown runs. I tell you, Mr. Robinson, I just love making fun of Lendell White's fat-ass cornrows running up the sideline for a touchdown. Coming in at number 1 is Antonio Cromartie's children, Ami and Bell. Well, let's see, we got 20 points out of Drew Brees, 23 out of Stephen Ridley, 20 points out of Gronkowski, 25 out of Jimmy Graham. Everybody got in the 20s for the Cromartie's children, or whatever they're called this week. Cockfighters put up a pretty good fight. We had one guy, Adrian Peterson, get 23 points. So fuck you very much, Ami. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, that's going to do it for this week. But what was the big white lie that I told? Anybody? Anybody? It was when I said that I respect what Al Gill has done with his team. Are you kidding me? I ain't going to respect Al Gill until Malto Meal starts sending me free full-box cereal samples in the mail with ice-cold milk along with it. I don't respect Al Gill. You better get serious. That's it for tonight. Stay classy, Willingers.